Every now and then something happens in the gaming space that genuinely surprises me. You know, it comes out of nowhere. Like that. This isn't one of those times. But it's still, still stupid and wrong. So for those of you who don't know, professional ketchup bottle shaker...
It's because I keep a bottle of ketchup on my desk.
And VTuber Kersha got dropped by her sponsors because someone wrote a hit piece on her. What did she do? What did she say that was so wrong? Show me. Show me the absolute horrors.
Oh no, what am I going to do without followers that think it's okay to call a 5-year-old the N-word? I don't think most people think it's okay.
Is that it? No, there's more.
I think there are a lot of people who are tired of things happening, like Daniel Penny, like the whole George Floyd incident and the Summer of Love, like the Carmelo Anthony. There's just a lot of people tired of the two-tier justice system, and they start saying some crazy things and doing some crazy things. That doesn't make it okay.
No, bro, she's right. Now look, I stay away from real life stuff on here. I'm a gaming channel. You know, I talk about the real problems in life. Well, to me they are. I'm also not American. So let's go down the timeline, shall we? Back on April the 2nd, according to witnesses, Carmelo Anthony allegedly pulled out what the witness described as a black knife and stabbed Austin Metcalf once in the chest and ran away, which he allegedly confessed to but claims self-defense. So I feel like I don't need to say this, but that's an awful thing. A very awful thing. And I can't imagine what it must have been like for Austin Metcalf's parents to receive that call. Oh man, was I surprised when I saw that there was a fundraiser for this guy. For me, I don't see how that's defendable, let alone send him money to help him. And a lot of other people were surprised too. I saw some very racist reasons why people were justifying their support for him. But as I've discussed on here before, racism is okay as long as it's against white people. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. Skip ahead to a few weeks ago where a video went viral because a woman by the name of Shiloh Hendricks called a black child the N-word. Not good. I think, like Kersha said, most people think it's not okay to call a 5-year-old child the N-word. Most people would say that's bad. But you see, the same thing that happened with Carmelo Anthony happened here, where a GoFundMe was started and a lot of money has been raised for her. Now, what is the reasoning for why people would do that? And again, I'm not American, so this is from the outside looking in. Well, people were trying to ruin this woman's life because of this video. Yes, what she did was racist, but the argument is that why is it okay to defend and raise money for Carmelo Anthony, but this is too far? So people called out the double standard. I think people are very tired of the double standard. I think it's a backlash to the casual racism against white people. As we saw with the Carmelo Anthony fundraiser, people were very open about that. I mean, honestly, it's not that different from what's happening in the UK. 2 tiers. I mean, just in my research for this video, there is a massive difference between the articles written for both cases. With Shiloh Hendricks, the media condemned her. You know, the old, this person did an awful thing. White supremacy this. It's also somehow related to MAGA. You know how it goes. With Carmelo Anthony, it's... teen charged with murder. He claims self-defense. His GoFundMe is so his family can afford lawyers and security. I mean, that's very clear media bias, right? Which is also pissing a lot of people off. What gets me is I just don't even understand how these two things are comparable. One is very much worse than the other. One kid is gonna grow up telling his friends of a crazy lady that called him a racial slur in a park while he denies stealing anything, and the other kid, well, his friends will never hear him tell a story again. If you can't see which one is worse, I suggest you go to therapy. Or something. Kersha is 100% right when she says you
Hope they shut down her campaign. They shouldn't. They didn't shut down Carmelo Anthony's campaign. So getting mad at this just outs you as like a very hypocritical person.
And like I said, in my opinion, one is so much worse than the other. In an ideal world, none of them would get fundraisers. So after Kersha made these comments, someone by the name of Anna Valent, I don't fucking know. Anyway, they wrote a hit piece on Kersha. This person's been involved in a cancellation campaign against Kersha for a while. But it was this article that resulted in Kershaw being dropped by Crime. I don't. What is it called? Crime City? Crime Bus? Crime. Who cares? No one anymore. Crime Bus, Rocky City. Now, Kershaw brought in a lot of money for this game. For a lot of people, the only reason they bought this game was because of Kershaw. It makes no sense to me to drop someone who's bringing in a lot of money for your game, for the opinions of someone that's not even playing your game. They're not even remotely close to playing your game. It makes no sense. But let's take a closer look at the saint of our society who wrote this hit piece, who did basically no research. Let's take a look at what kind of person this is. Play the clip.
If you are a trans girl or if you are trans feminine, you can go ahead and sign up for a reservation slot to an all-day access to one of many breeding facilities where you get to breed the shit out of that cis girl and absolutely devastate that shit, and destroy it, murder it. It's done. Like, they have to cycle the girls out because that plant is absolutely out of commission.
I'm gonna need a minute to tear off my ears. Certainly seems like someone I take business advice from. Right? So let me get this straight. A game studio has dropped one of their biggest assets for bringing in revenue because this valued, high-esteemed member of the gaming community talks about cis women breeding facilities, made a half-ass article about them, leaving out all of the context around what Kershaw said. That's a big brain move right there. Bro, they're playing 10D chess. We just don't see the pieces. So, let's see how it played out for them. Oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. A lot of reviews here railing the company for dropping Kershaw. Who saw that coming? Now, I don't know about you. You? Now, I don't know about you. Now, I don't know about you. For God's sake. I don't know about you, but In-Game Studios is now on my do not ever buy from list. That's not a cancellation campaign from people. They can make all the games they want. I just won't be buying them. But hey, maybe that audience they bent the knee to, maybe they'll buy their games. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll spend loads of money on there. The terminally online far left audience, yeah, maybe they'll love it. Oh, no. Oh my God. That's an M. Night Shyamalan level twist right there. So it looks like they'll have no audience soon. So it looks like cancel culture isn't dead. It's a lot less likely now, but it's still not fully gone. I think this company panicked. It may be the first time they've been involved with controversy or drama, and they just dropped Kershaw out of sheer panic. Which is stupid, because I think a lot of these companies and studios have learned that this bunch of vocal crybabies on X who get a few thousand likes doesn't really carry much weight compared to the wider gaming audience. And they are a lot more worried of someone like Asmongold calling them out with his millions of followers, most of which are actual gamers and spend money on games. Which he did do, by the way. At the end of the day, it's all about money, and a few thousand upset people over an out of context clip, those few thousand don't really matter. I mean, look at Hogwarts Legacy. That game was a massive success, even with the massive cancel campaign against it. And we should absolutely be calling out these companies if they do give in to cancel culture. We are tired, so very tired of people who think they can force everyone else to think like they do. And they use cancel campaigns to try and achieve that. Make lies up about someone, ruin their reputation, try and ruin them financially, all because they think differently to you. That's a master plan, that, innit? Innit? If a game company bends the knee to that, then they deserve to lose as much money as possible. Because losing money is the only way they listen. They don't care about the LGBTQ community. They don't care about some woman in a park yelling slurs. They care about the cash coming in. And for in-game studios, I bet they're crying watching all of this unfold. And good. They should be. If they do come back crawling to Kershaw, I hope she tells them to eat shit.
They can eat shit and die for all I care.
Fuck 'em. They made their bed. Let them lie in it. Crazy thing is, even though cancel culture is dying, I feel like companies preemptively cancel someone. You know what I mean? Like certain companies would never sponsor someone like Asmongold. Not that he needs it, or he probably wouldn't even accept it. But they absolutely wouldn't because of what he says. It's a double standard. Because you bet they're spamming emails to all those far left channels out there. You bet. Just saying. This is me from the future now. Anna Valence is now claiming there's a hate campaign against them, with Waypoint coming to their defense. They've updated their article on Kershaw to show how much hate they're getting. The harassment, if I'm being honest, is fairly tame. I've seen worse and I've had worse. Most of it is just people pointing out the hypocrisy and sharing degenerate things that Anna has said. This is like throwing a rock into a wasp's nest and being shocked when the wasps come out, except they've been throwing the rock for months and they were just ignored. Man, this is the Pikachu meme. The dishonesty is astounding. What's crazy is that dishonesty worked for them. Someone they hate lost some of their income and they are getting all the attention. And let's be honest, people like this love attention. Anyway, that's me talking about this. A little different from me today. I delved into real life politics for a hot second there. I don't really like it. Might talk about Doom next. Depends. But thanks, boys. See you in the next one.